Welcome to the Parent Trap Podcast, where we give you culturally relevant parenting advice. I am your host, Laria, and I want to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and share our episodes with your other parent friends, and follow us on all social media at the Parent Trap Pod. All right, people, happy first day of summer. Today is the first day of summer for 2022. And we are back with the We Outside Part 2. So last time for the We Outside episode, I had a guest and we talked about how to get your kids on a consistent schedule, how to get some discipline in order, what you can do to get them off the devices. So for our We Outside Part 2, I'm going to give you just some practical things to help you out this summer. So I'm going to go through 3 different categories of fun things to do. And I guess, some of them got more than 5, but no, I got 5 in each category. Okay, so I have 5 free things for you to do with your kids. I have 5 low cost for you to low cost. I don't know why I was tongue tied on that. Low cost things for you to do with your kids, and I just have 5, things this summer. So that at least give you 15 days of summer fun, and we only got 9 Saturdays, so you got enough for the rest of the Friday and Saturdays. All right, so we're going to hop right into it. And, sometimes I think that we think because we don't have money or because we don't have the finances that others we still can't have a good time. And, I've been in different stages and phases of my life. Some summers I had all the money when we went to Disney or traveled and lived it up. And some summers was like, listen, we going to all the free stuff. But each time I made sure we enjoyed ourselves. And that's my goal with this episode, is to help you all look beyond what you think you can do with your financial resources and, still have a little fun. The climate is a little different right now. Inflation. Some people are thriving in it. Some people are, put themselves on a different budget. But either way, we got you covered. So first, 5 free things you can do. And some of these are stating the obvious, but sometimes you just need a little reminder. Because I know times where I was down and out and used to a certain lifestyle financially, I had to adjust to a different lifestyle. And we just going to remind you. So 1, assuming you have bikes, go on a family bike ride. Bike rides are fun. If you live in a neighborhood that's too busy to ride your bike, find a park that's nearby. And some of them have bike trails and things like that. So go on a bike ride. This is an all ages, all hands on deck activity. As long as you can physically do it, hey, it's good for sightseeing. Sometimes you'll get to know your neighbors even being on a bike, running into other people on a bike. And it's good exercise. The second free thing is, of course, going to a park or local playground. Those are free, tons of fun. You can even make it a picnic, pack some lunches and some sandwiches, or, play a friendly game of tag. Parks or playground. Never underestimate the power of a park or playground, because we were the generation that didn't have technology. So the park and the playground was our domain, and it was loads of fun. We made up games, we played tag, we exercised all our muscles. Take the kids to the park. The next is a nature trail. And this is coming from your friend who is not as into living creatures outside. I can do outside all day as long as the things that live out there leave me alone. But they don't. But nature trails are very interesting. And to be honest, the kids, I'm going to speak for the kids in my family. They enjoy it. They enjoy being in nature. Sometimes, don't put them on them new clothes and be telling them to get out the dirt, or don't go by the water stream if it's a water stream. Put on some stuff you don't care about. Let them trample through the mud. Let them ruffle in the leaves. Let them step in the water. Put on some things that they can explore with. If they want to pick up the insects, catch a frog, let them do their thing. And depending on what part of the world you live in, be careful. Y'all know Florida, y'all got some extra stuff. Y'all got to watch out for gators and things like that in some of the southern states. So definitely be careful and choose wisely. Give them barriers, but for the most part, let them explore nature. Let them touch a rock. Let them climb a tree. Let them dig in the dirt. Nature trails are completely free. Another thing is play tag or a field game. Now, y'all know as kids, we have freeze tag, hide and seek, just regular old tag. Like, we'll make up our own rules to hide and seek. Like, oh, you can stay in a hiding place for 5 seconds, 30 seconds, then you gotta move to another hiding space. Play a field game with your kids. And guess what? I got a resource for you. It's a website that has tons of games of all varieties. Board games, table games, group games, team building games. But it's called Ultimate Camp Resource. And it's ultimatecampresource.com. If you can't think of a general tag game, look on there. And they got other resources too, circle games and other things that require materials. But I'm just telling you about the free stuff. And the last thing for our free things is have a water fight. Guess what? We're going to get a little hood and you don't got water guns or use whatever. Get a pitcher, throw the water on the kid. Do what y'all got to do. Go in the backyard and have a nice friendly water fight. Turn on the hose if you don't have a hose. Okay, fill y'all stuff up at the sink. Whatever. Do what you got to do to make do and have a little fun. Now we're going to step into our next 5, which is our low cost things. So these things may require you to spend a little money, but still very affordable. And some of the resources you may already have. So it may be free to you. So the first low cost is cards and board games. Sometimes you can find a deck. Well, you can definitely find a deck of cards at the dollar store and maybe some dice or the Phase 10 game. But cards and board games are a go. And you can always find a plethora of them at like Goodwills or thrift stores. Yeah, so go in there and get you some card games and board games and have some fun. The next low cost is sports. You can get a kickball, baseball, soccer ball, volleyball. That's just one purchase. And again, you can find this stuff at the Goodwill at times. Go play a kickball game, make your own bases, or even go to the local park. They usually have a diamond for you to play all of those. So it's not that much of cost. And some of you may already have balls at your house. It's a low cost thing, but still pretty fun. Hours of fun. The third thing, I don't know if every city or state has these, but in Milwaukee, we have our Milwaukee Public Schools Recreation Guide. So you guys look at whatever your county is, if they have a recreation guide, and it usually have classes or activities that are low cost. So like one year my son did swim lessons, and because we got free lunch, the swim lessons were only $16. So it was, I think, 6 to 8 weeks where he went for an hour or two, and that was dope. He did swim 1 and 2. So that was pretty much his whole summer. No, it was 4 weeks because I remember he was able to do both. So it was 4 weeks, which was 8 weeks total. And he did swim 2 days a week for only $16 for each session. So yeah, check out your county recreation guide. Google it. Sometimes it's through your public school system. Sometimes it's just through the city. But that's a low cost thing that can be for the whole family. Of course, number 4, go swimming. Usually county parks have low admission for swimming. Or you can check out your local YMCA for a pool. And number 5, buy some outdoor toys. There's usually like outdoor games like soccer nets or jump ropes, frisbees. Go get you some outdoor toys. Some of this stuff could be found at the dollar store. Even like sand toys. Go to your local beach, or if it's sand at your park, get some outdoor toys. They're pretty cheap. And go outside and have a good time. Now our last 5 are, the big shebangs. These are just the general activities, but sometimes they can get a little costly. So the first one is attend a festival. If you live in the Midwest, you know that most of the year it is cold. So all of our festivals are between May and September. So it is festival season up here in Wisconsin. And every weekend is something. We just had Juneteenth on Sunday, which was amazing, super cultured, super fun, and Black excellence. I loved every minute of it. And it was free, of course. You had vendor booths to purchase things or purchase food, but mostly music stages, and some community orgs had a lot of giveaways. So never underestimate a festival. Some have admission, some have low cost admission, some have no admission. So attend a festival. Another amusement park and water park. Schedule a day to take your family somewhere, whether it's driving, plane, train. Get out and get to an amusement park. It's been COVID. Everything's been closed down, but the world is back open. Don't be afraid. Go enjoy yourself. Next is a concert. There are so many family-friendly concerts around. If you just look on Eventbrite, there's usually conferences or in concerts and things like that. You just search keywords. Yes, we into the high-end cost. Sometimes they get a little pricey, but it's worth the fun and the memories. I'm an experience type person, so I'm all for the experience. The next, this doesn't really cost, but it's still a great thing to do. And I guess it could have won in category 1 too, but volunteer as a family. There are a lot of block parties going on. There's a lot of outreach events. Any community or organization is typically doing outreach during the summer months, especially with kids being out of school. Go and volunteer. See what you can do at your local church, community org. There's 5Ks, there's 3Ks. There are causes that are having like community events. Go and volunteer. Take your whole family. Trust me, you may be like, what's fun about that? Listen, it's so heartfelt. You get to mingle with people. You get to meet those in your community. You teach your kids service work. Go and volunteer as a family and, do something to impact your community this summer. And don't focus so much on the you component. Like, oh, I'm trying to enjoy my summer. Sometimes you get so much enjoyment out of being a light to someone else and blessing someone else. Now, the last thing is, do some crafts. Go to the store, get you some canvases, have a paint night, get you some clay or Play-Doh and make some stuff with your children. Build something. Maybe we will do this in the future, but one summer, me and Amadi were supposed to build a book house. I don't know what part of the world you guys are listening from, but here sometimes people have wooden kind of house-like thing in front of their house. It sits on a stick and it's a little door and it's shaped like a house, but you put books in it. It's like give a book, take a book. And in certain communities, people will put them in their yard, put their old books, and people will come by and just grab a book. And if you have an old book that you're not using, put it in there for someone else to read it. So we were going to build one of those. Maybe we can't do it this year. Well, you know what? Maybe in August we can. Because July, we got the next few weekends mapped out. But maybe in August, we'll see about building one of those book houses. So build something. Get on YouTube. Get on Pinterest. Nowadays, even get on TikTok. See about something you can build or a craft you can do as a family. Go to your local Target or Walmart or even your arts and crafts store like Michael's or Hobby Lobby and get a craft, get messy, put some plastic down in the backyard, paint, and let the kids just explore. All right, so that's all I have on my list. Of course, there's a million other things that you can do to have fun with your families this summer, but I wanted to just give you some simple things, 3 different categories. The first batch was free, the second is low cost, and the third were just general. Some were free, some were adventurous, whatever. But this is just your reminder to get outside this summer. It is the first day of summer. It is June 21st, and go explore. And for those of you that live in the Midwest, we really only got 8 weeks of this thing. We got about 8 weeks, maybe 12 if the Lord want to bless us. All right. But get outside with your family. Do some things to get them off them devices and explore the world while you can. Thank you so much again for listening to the Parent Trap podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our podcast on whatever listening platform, and check out our social medias at the Parent Trap Pod. We will see you next time. But in the meantime, I need you to get outside, because we outside all summer long.